up. Cool, I want to make sure they catch this part. We've designed this course, I said this last time, and I feel cheesy saying it, but whatever. We've designed this course to reward bravery, okay? If you have confidence in your ninja abilities and you are unafraid to throw the moves that you know you have in your bag, you will do very well on this course. If this is your first time ever competing in a National Ninja League course, you will still have success. You just probably won't go as fast as people who are more experienced. I did not design these obstacles to be impossible for anybody. I designed them to be very doable, but tricky, and have to think your way through them. I'm gonna put you in weird movement patterns that you guys probably have not trained before and are not used to. My goal with this course was to make Najee Richardson look silly. And you'll see as we go through, there's a couple of them that might trip him up, I don't know, we'll see. General rules to go over. The NinjaWorks timing system, as I said, is going to control all of our obstacle completion times and the total course time. Total course time you guys will have today for this course is 5 minutes, okay? It's a long course. Hope your cardio's up. When is your turn to go? You're gonna hear the following tones. You go on the final tone, that high tone at the end. When the lights turn white, that's your time to shine, okay? When you complete an obstacle, before I get to the first one, when you complete an obstacle, you're gonna hear this sound. That's Mario coin flip. That signals that you have completed an obstacle. You rack up 13 of those, that means you've hit that buzzer and you have completed the course. Congratulations, you're awesome. You're gonna hear that sound, okay? Any questions about the timing or completion or anything like that? We chart everything to the 100th of a second. So if there's any discrepancy between places, we are on point. So trust me, sometimes it does come down to that. All right? So as we get into the course, first obstacle, right here, where you guys are sitting, okay? Your start box is this blue box right here. This first obstacle is called the Moon Rocks. It consists of 3 platforms that are mounted on springs, okay? So when you step to them, as you can see, it moves around a little bit, side to side, front and back. This one is more solid than these. Okay, see how this one moves around quite a bit? Okay? Now, if you have good dexterity in your ankles and good mobility in your knees, you're gonna be just fine. Catch your balance, okay? They are far enough apart that a lot of you guys will be able to step to them, okay? You don't have to jump to them, you can step, you can static. Your goal is to get from platform to platform to platform, up this wall right here, okay? You may not touch the blue floor in between, and this obstacle is completed when you top out this wedge wall, okay? You may not use this portion of the wall over here, and you may not go around the side and just go, no, I'm good, and skip that one, okay? What I will tell you is we had a lot of fails in the teen division on this obstacle for 2 reasons. Not because those teens were untalented. It's because they were gassed up and they were nervous. And they stood at the front of this thing and they thought they had to run through it. And their whole course was going to be won or lost by how fast they got through this obstacle. Not the case at all, okay? Take your time. Be cautious with this obstacle. Nobody wants to go out on the first one. It's not hard by any means. Literally, we've tested this thing 6 ways from Sunday. But it's a nervous obstacle. I want to see how nervous you guys are. That's why I made it first. And I got sick of seeing just quad steps and a gimme obstacle on the first one. To be honest, you know, you guys are all ninjas. I want to show your talents. I don't want you guys to have to just go, ding, 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 ding. I'm just running through, playing on the playground. It's an obstacle. Let's do it. Any questions about the Moon Rocks? Sure. Good question. Yes, you may use your hands. You can hold that, but be careful because these will tip forward and you might pinch your fingers, okay?
Can we touch that red mat?
Yes, you may touch the red mat at the start. The red mat is in play. If you don't mind me asking, how much do I weigh? A lot less than I did earlier this week. I'm 185 pounds. Okay. I was like 196 earlier in the week. This is stressful. So one more thing. When you're on these platforms, you can pin it all the way down. I just said I'm 185, right? I can pin this thing to the floor. This is fine. If you feel more supported with this thing pinned to the floor to make your move, especially on that one, you're more than welcome to. But if you pin it like this with your toe down, we're going to ask you to move your toe, okay? The judge is going to look at you and go, move your foot. So if I'm here and they think my toe is on the ground like that, it's pretty clear. I am not allowed to go to that step until I move that toe back, okay? If I just go, no, I'm good, and I don't listen to the judge and I move, we'll fail you on it, okay? It's just that one little thing. Honestly, it doesn't give you that much of an advantage anyway, but you're allowed to use your hands anything you want, okay? Yep. These two have the exact same spring compression. That one's just a little bit thicker. Okay? Yes. This has not changed. They're bolted to the floor. I just didn't have time. Okay? Yeah, demo. Pete. There you go. Just like that. Can somebody demonstrate a more cautious approach? Ethan? Or, oh, Isaiah. There you go. There you go. See? They're not going to pitch you. They're not going to flip over. But again, it's just that nervous thing. If your legs are going like this. I think we just killed Pete. Okay, any more questions about the Moonstone? Sorry it took so long on the first one, but really, guys, like, it's going to happen to somebody. I know it is, but I want to try to alleviate those first obstacle failures as much as I can. Okay, give you guys every advantage. All right, let's move on to the next obstacle. Do me a favor, everybody in the next room, line up along the windows so you can see the full obstacle. Try not to touch the trampoline on your way by. Or fall on it like Pete. Oh, that was Isaiah. Is he still alive? Gotcha. Gotcha. The Schreibers are in the building. Oh, that's right. I need to get in here too. Sorry. Okay. Why don't you guys go stand over there? Go stand over there, please. Obstacle number 2, the TIE Fighter. The reason why we call this a TIE Fighter is because I think that looks like a TIE Fighter from Star Wars. I realize they don't have wings that stick out the side. They're flat on the side, but you get it, all right? It spins around and it glides. It's a TIE Fighter. This obstacle begins on the start platform up there, okay? You do not have to use these warp walls. They just happen to be here. There's a clear path to run through here. Watch your step on the mat. If you decide to, like, if you're coming in hot, you know, and you trip over the mat or something, we won't disqualify. You're just taking a path to the obstacle. The 8-foot warp wall is there for your convenience to get you up onto the platform, okay? Now, that platform is stacked about as high as it's been all day, and this is just for the demo, for Ben. You guys are all a little bit taller than that, so we're going to take the bottom part of the platform away. It'll just be the blue. Now, we also tested this earlier with Caleb, who's still pitching around here somewhere, and he sat on top of the warp wall, and so did Casey. I think Casey got up there as well. You can reach it from the top of the warp wall, and if you just want to sit, just watch your head, okay? You can engage this obstacle from the top of the warp wall. The starting platform is adjacent to it right there, okay? Just get yourself up there. From there, you are going to glide yourself all the way down this track and land on the platform, okay? This is an active slider. It's not a free ride, okay? It's not a zip line. So you may have to push off the wall. You may have to push off the warp wall. You may have to push it a little bit as you're going down, okay? It's a smooth transition, but if you don't give it a little bit of juice, she's not gonna roll, okay? And you'll find yourself down here with no momentum, and that's a tough place to be. And we've seen a few people get out of it today, and it can be done, but it's definitely gonna slow you down, and it's gonna tax your grip, okay? Ben, you wanna demonstrate it? The back of the walls are hollow. Just like that. Okay? Nice and easy. Good job, Ben. Okay, questions on the TIE Fighter? Absolutely. You want a demo? Go ahead. Where'd all my demoers go? No, you don't have to run on the wall. You don't have to run on the walls. And if you want to know why you don't have to run on the walls, ask Brooklyn Zoo last week, where all these ninjas decided they were going to hack the course and just go, oh, I'm on the start platform. Now I'm on the finish platform. I don't have to do your obstacles. Lame. It's not happening here. I've set these obstacles up for you guys to be done, not for you guys to hack your way around them. Go ahead. There you go. Okay. $125. Okay. Yep. I bow the bar quite a bit when I do it. It will not break. You have to use the slider. Demo team. There you go. Heather just wants to see a demo with somebody shorter. But with the platform on there. Different technique, still rolls. There you go. Okay? So, very good. Question? No, excellent question, Dan, because you are a little bit taller of a competitor. That blue line right there, this is where we're going to call this. This is here for a courtesy to get people up to there, but this is the platform here. If you want to start from here, you're more than welcome. Okay? You can use the top of the wall too. Yeah. There's a bunch of different ways you can get up there. No, that is considered structure. You may not grab onto that. The question was if you can grab the bars that go up. Any more questions? Very good. All right. So we're heading to our next stop. So why don't you guys go back out to where you were on the floor before. Try not to touch the obstacles on the way by. Why that's happening. On to the next three. Okay. Your next obstacle is the jumping spider. You will engage this obstacle from the trampoline. You will propel yourself through the air and stick your landing inside of the jumping spider. Jumping spider distance here is 4 feet. Okay, it's 4 feet in the chute. Out here it gets a little bit wider, just like on the show. So you will need a bit of a jump to get in here. It's a jumping spider. We've all seen them. It's pretty straightforward. Okay? Ethan, demonstrate it. Nice and easy. Now, for this wave, if you guys were watching previously, we were making people go to the black bar. We were making the kids touch the black bar before they engage the next obstacle. For this wave, no. You don't have to touch the black bar, okay, before you ask. You can, absolutely. It's in play. But it is not required to complete the jumping spider. The jumping spider is complete when the continuation rule comes into play and you engage the next obstacle. Okay? Any questions about the jumping spider? Anybody? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right. From the jumping spider, you will engage the next obstacle, which is the ring toss. We are using Monstro Holds Peg Graspers. It is a side-to-side ring toss rather than having a single line of them. Go ahead, Ethan. Mike and I will move. No, you do not have to use both sides. So before all the questions come forward, let me see if I can get the greatest hits. Yes, you may skip. If you drop a ring, that sucks. If you may not use your hands on the peg ball graspers. It is a ring toss, not a doorknob. And incidental contact with the orange mat is okay. I'm not calling anybody out on incidental contact, but if you weight your foot and it assists you in any way, then you would be out. Question? Yes, safety first. If you need to grab that wooden post in order to get yourself squared away on that platform, I'm okay with that, all right? Both the vertical ones are okay. If you want to use this one too, if one's in, the other one's got to be in too. So this whole line here is your finished platform for this obstacle. Okay, so if you want to dismount here as well as we start getting down the course and you realize what's happening, you can dismount here as well. You don't need to use the pole. Yeah. Falling in the I-beam to catch yourself is okay. Okay, that's the next obstacle, and we would call it complete here, and you're getting ready to engage the next obstacle. Nope, you can use as many or as few as you want, as long as you use the rings on them. Okay? Yep. So the jumping spider would not be complete until you touch the next obstacle. So if you're right up there and you're like, and you're reaching out and you miss it and don't touch that ring, then that would be a fail on the jumping spider, not on the next obstacle. So if you need to grab that black bar just to ensure that you get that obstacle completed, that's fine. It's there. Okay? Yes? Excellent question, Mark. No, you may not. And not question Mark. His name is Mark. Well-drawn question mark. No, you may not touch the top of the jumping spider. Well, as I tell you about the next obstacle, you'll see why that's probably not a good idea. Okay? I'm not saying, well, I'm about to tell you why it's not allowed. I'm not saying. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, cool. So from here, you're heading to the I-beam, okay? Now, this face of the I-beam is a vertical start platform, okay? This is where you engage the obstacle, all right? So this line right here, you're starting behind the line of this platform. Ethan will demonstrate. Right like that, okay? So if you were gonna try to come in Lachey into the next one, you better hope that you hit this with your feet and grab here real quick, and if you miss it, that's a gnarly fall back to this platform. So you're probably not gonna go into the fall. Oh, yeah, no, that's off. That would be considered a failure on this obstacle because you've already crossed into the plane of another obstacle and you'd be in the pit. Foam's out, okay? So, everybody clear on how we're starting the I-beam? Is it good with that? Just think of it like a vertical start platform. Yes, exactly. No, feet behind the start line. Yep, hands and feet. It's a hands and foot obstacle. Good question, Drew. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're worried you're gonna, that's totally cool. All right. This area right here with the wood posts and whatnot, all this, it's just dicey. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, so I'm gonna give you guys some safety leeway there. Okay. It's a long course. I don't want to call anybody on this, and the rules are getting long too. Sorry, I'm getting very verbose. All right, so that's how we're gonna engage this obstacle, and here's how we're gonna do it. Go ahead, Ethan. Before you ask, incidental contact with the foam is okay. Some of you guys are pretty tall. Dan, where'd you go? Now, we've taken the liberty of putting these extra holds on the I-beam. For those of you who have been here before, you know how difficult this I-beam cross is with just the ledge. It actually gets down to about ½ an inch on either side at the end, and it's a very wide I-beam. It's actually quite a bit more difficult than the one on the show. So this handrail right here gives you a pretty good grip, and it makes it nice for you to slide your feet on. So it's a pretty, I don't know, pretty mellow I-beam. It's just going to take a little while, right? So that's the whole idea. I want to pump you guys out with this one a little bit. Okay? Question? There is, absolutely. Yep. Oh yes, they are on. Yep. Just about. Okay, cool. He was asking if there's another cliffhanger on the far side. There is. You can, and they are in play, and you can use them. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, we're catting into this, and just this is your start platform. Then you can wrap your feet around and set yourself off. Absolutely. Okay. Good. No, we're going to consider that structure. It's really not going to help you. It's going to hurt a lot. That's a hard edge. We didn't router that edge, so I don't want to see anybody leave here with bloody ankles. Okay. All right, we good on the I-beam? Oh. As long as your hands are still engaged, you're good. Yeah, but we got to see you pull those legs up. You can't push off the foam. Trust me, it's a rough way to make a living. Try to keep them up. If they slip off and a little touch happens, incidental in the foam. It's a foam pit. It's all over the place. I can't regulate how smooth it is on the top. So, okay, it's just there to fall safety. All right, next obstacle, the juicer. Yep. All right, so the juicer. You might remember this obstacle from such awesome ninja courses as the Action Athletics October NNL Qualifier. This obstacle consists of 3 spinning barrels that will rotate as you step onto them. Today we have it set up with no mat help whatsoever, And you are allowed to go as far back as the door to the that says employees only. Okay? You can take as much run up as you need. Let's get a demonstration. There you go. 2 explosive steps is going to get you up there. Now, if you're a little bit tentative on this obstacle, we are going straight from the floor, and it's pretty tough. It's going to take a big lift and a big explosive step to get you there, okay? You can try to sloth it, as I call it, do it really slowly by pinching your feet in between the rollers and climbing over the top. It can be done that way. It's a little bit slower, but if you're getting frustrated with it, then that's what it is. For the purpose of the adults, we're going to give you 3 tries, okay? Yes? You can grab the sides of the barrels, but not the wood, okay? Yeah. Yeah, if you get up there and you're like, you're Superman or like Shamuing up on the top, grab it, that's fine. We've had people do that before. Sure. Pete, give it a spin. We have a rule. That is a no-go rule. But yeah, they're fairly heavy. They spin pretty well, but like if you plant your foot on that first one, it's going to spin, but you can go pretty quick on it. All right? Yes? Yes. In the event that that happens, if you pitch it too far over, then you're into the next obstacle, and then you'd be out in that pit. Okay? Any other questions? You guys are great. Man, the 9 and 10-year-olds were just like, I think they just wanted to hear themselves talk. All right, the next obstacle, Ragnarok. The reason why we call it Ragnarok is anybody who's seen Thor Ragnarok, at the first scene of the movie where he's all like hung up and he's talking to Cirque and he just spins around. I'll be around shortly. And you'll see in a second why that's funny. So, Pete, give me a demonstration. Just like that, okay? This obstacle consists of 3 spinning pipes. They spin 360 degrees and they're very smooth. The turntables on there will be very smooth. This obstacle is designed to test your spatial coordination, okay? It's not a position that a lot of people have been in. Yes? Excellent question. You may land beyond the platform. If you have your momentum and it carries you out there, that's fine. Back into the pit side of it, if you hit the platform and then bounce back down into the pit, that would be a fail. I don't think anybody's tall enough to have incidental contact with the orange mat, but maybe. If your foot drags, that's fine. Maybe John. Maybe. But if you're on the 3rd one and you use that orange mat to push off and change your direction in any way, then that would be a fail. The mat cannot change your direction. Okay? Any questions on Ragnarok? It's a fun one. No? You're good? All right, cool. I hope all you guys make it to it because it is a fun ride and it's one of my favorite obstacles that we put in. Okay, next obstacle. Excuse me, Mia. The Astro Glider. I knew I'd get a giggle out of somebody. It's got AstroTurf, man, on it. Get your brain out of the gutter. Of course it was Eli. So, this obstacle consists of a red start platform and a red finish platform. These green platforms that are in between slide on rails or glide, hence the name, Astro Glider. Put it together. These X's, black on this one, blue on this one, indicate platforms that are off. You may not touch those green platforms. You may only touch the red start platform, the green glider in the middle, the green glider on the far side, and the red. This carpeted portion here is just for safety. It is off limits, considered part of the structure. You must make the transfer in the beginning between the 2 gliders, either with dynamic motion or you can try to static it if you want. Some people have been figuring out some very creative ways to get through this one. You may take a running start if you want to start back there and run up. As long as you cross the plane of the start platform, you're good. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Very tricky, very difficult obstacle. Go ahead, Angel. Oh, yes, no hands. In the adult division, no hands, okay? Just like that, okay? Yes. Yeah, you can go beyond, absolutely. So are you saying if you're like here, and you're here, and then you want to go back to the red? Oh. Got my thigh workout today. Yeah, I don't really see how it would. Yeah, it's a timed course. It's just going to cost you some time. So it's not to your advantage. If you get hung up in the middle and you can't touch anything, it's kind of, you're going to be, blow on it. Do something. The distance between the two, it's about, where's Nick? 3.5 feet. Thank you, Nick Masters. He's been dreaming of this moment for a long time. This obstacle's been in the back room under R&D for a while. Any other questions about the Astro glider? Cool. Moving on to the next one. So once you dismount the Astro glider, you're going to come over here to the underside of what we're calling Dante's Ascension. Those of you who are literary fans and familiar with Dante's Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso, that is why we're calling it this. This obstacle consists of 5 skull holds and one little yellow block up there that was just too much of a pain in the butt to take down. Thanks, Pete. So your feet are going to engage the obstacle in front of this blue line, okay? So Pardo, get in there and show up. So there we are. So we've got holds on the backside that you can hang on to. Your feet are going to be in front of the blue line. Hands are coming up here. There's no feet allowed on this obstacle, okay? Your feet must leave the ground ahead of that blue line. You may not push off the blue carpet, so as you pull yourself up. A little incidental, maybe with the blue mat on the way by is fine, but you may not push off the blue floor. Okay, go ahead, Pardo. As he makes his way up, I'm going to tell you that the bars that go across up here are considered structure for the next obstacle, and they are off. You may not use the bars to carry you through this obstacle. You're using the globe graspers only to make your way down. Oh, no. His hands are sweaty in front of her. Where's Pete? Or Ethan? Pete or Ethan? But he's not warm. Come on, Pete. It's like I'm making excuses. I'm not warmed up. Clamp down on it, kiddo. There you go. Flex it out. Excellent approach. Interesting. Whoa. Ethan. It is a hard move. The reason why these are different than they have been all week is because yesterday all the pro ninjas were standing in here like analyzing the course, and Ethan Swanson's here and he's like, hey, do this move, this move. And I was like, I'm changing them around on you. There's no way. So these guys all set these up right before the course, just put a little different spin on it. I'm really trying to not give anybody an unfair advantage. There you go, Mr. Zimmerman. It's probably a good time to remind you guys that chalk is allowed on this course. There you go. That's it. This obstacle is complete when you touch that bar, okay? That bar is the beginning. Come on down. So, good job, Ethan. That bar is the beginning of Cirque du Salmon, okay? Cirque du Salmon. Cirque du Salmon. That's the next obstacle, okay? So, any questions about Dante's Ascension? Yeah. As long as your feet are ahead of the blue line, absolutely. That's a big advantage for you. Have to use all the skulls? No. You can just go right up to that one. And yet, yeah, you can use the cliffhanger too. That's in. It's on the board. Yes. Yeah, that's what he just says. Yep. So you can like if your feet are here, as long as your feet are ahead of that blue line and you can get up to this one, or God forbid even this one, yeah, go for it. That's fine. Any other questions? Yeah. No feet at all on this obstacle. Yeah, it's just a free hanging obstacle. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, you don't have to do it one hand. If you want to get two hands on them, that's fine. You can match. Okay? Cool. Next up, Cirque du Salmon. Pardo, redeem yourself. All right. The Cirque du Salmon consists of a descending salmon ladder bar that will then take you across to the actual salmon ladder bar that's part of the double. You will then take that bar, make the transition across at whichever point you want, but ultimately the bar has to end up here on the yellow, okay? You can make as many or as few moves as you want. Bar comes across, down, or if you want to go down and across. Pardo, how you doing up there? Good, all right, demonstrate the obstacle. Oh boy, there you go. There you go, obstacle complete. This is a good time to mention, incidental contact with the mats is fine. If the judge rules that you pushed off of the mat, then that would be a fail. Yes? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this bar can go all the way down to here. So basically think of it, I mean, you guys know angles, you're ninjas. If you're here, that bar is gonna be a little bit closer, right? Because it's on more of an equal plane. But if you come all the way down here, it's a big up move. It gets you a little bit closer, so you gotta find the angle, wherever you're comfortable with. The reason why this bar is so wide is because of that. We want to keep it safe. Yeah. So if you're asking if you can like do a bar over and get on top of it to get up there, yeah, you can. Absolutely. Now, standing on it is fine. Here's the thing I'm gonna tell you guys. This is a 5-minute time limit. If you're gonna sit up there and shake it out, you're wasting time. And you probably won't complete the course. There's just not enough time to do it. But perfectly legal if you want. Not that, can't use the structure. But yeah, if you want to bar over and even just shake your hands out for a second before you go to the next one, I'm fine with that. Manage your clock. Okay? Yeah. As far as you want. No. One bar at a time, Eli. One bar at a time. It was actually a good question. And one of the teens asked that same question. So, one bar at a time. One bar at a time. Yeah. What's that? It's heavier than a regular salmon ladder bar. 4 pounds? Yeah, it's maybe 4 pounds. Maybe not even that much. I don't know. I'm bad with weights. But it's a little heavier than that bar. Did I hear another question? Yeah, any route you want. You can transfer whatever route you want. I'm not trying to dictate how you do the salmon. If you're more comfortable going across than down, like I am, you might want to save the down portions till later, or maybe try to come down on your down transition. That's fine. You just have to get the bar to this obstacle. And because you guys didn't ask, only one side has to be here in order for it to be complete. This one's balanced out, but I mean, it's as heavy as a regular salmon ladder bar. It's brand new, so there shouldn't be a lot of hand germs on it, which tend to add, it's just like dust mites in your mattress. Adds 10 pounds over the life of a salmon ladder bar. Anybody else? Yeah. You want to lachey straight from there to there? Do it. Absolutely. Yeah, just watch your head. And we'll be able to tell if you're coming in hot. So just, yeah. I mean, last year we went from there that way. It's a doable lachey for sure. Okay? Any other questions about this one? Cool. Next obstacle. Battering ram. These PVC pipes up here, you will engage from the trampoline, go up and grab the PVC, make the transfer, and dismount to the black platform on the far side. Pardo will demonstrate. Very nicely done. Okay. You'll notice a couple things about this obstacle. One, the second pipe is a little bit bigger than the first pipe. Thanks, Captain Obvious. This pipe's longer than this pipe. They're black, white, just pointing things out about them. Any other questions? Any questions about, yeah. Can you touch the pipes? No. One, it's a bad idea for your fingers and the skin on your hands. And two, it's considered part of the structure. Okay. And, yep. On or beyond. On or beyond. If you're going beyond, chances are you have enough control to land with control, so on or beyond. If you want to try to lâcher from the first, you may. There's not a requirement that you use the second pipe, but it's a big lâcher. Watch your head. There's cheeseburger clamps right there, okay? If you want to try to throw that, by all means. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not like, oh, you touch the bar, you're out. Like, just reset it, as long as you're still up there. Okay? Nice, no questions on that one. Next obstacle, devil steps. So your feet, once again, will start ahead of the yellow line, and you will engage the step with your feet ahead of that line, okay? This first portion here, oh, we did put peg ball graspers in there. Nick, you're so nice. I was gonna make them lâcher it. There's peg ball graspers up there if you need it. So your feet are gonna start ahead of this yellow line here. Hands are on the devil steps, and you're climbing up the underside. Yeah, you can use the monsters. They're up there. I'm not going to turn them off. I forgot we put them up there. So, there you go. You're coming underneath. Now, if you can reach up to that third step with your feet still on the ground here, then knock yourself out. Okay? Go ahead, Ethan. There's those peg graspers again. Now, it's a down move. Go ahead. Incidental contact with the wall is okay. Then under the campus cans. Then to the other set of devil steps. Across the angel step. And down the far side of devil steps. Dismount to the black platform. Nicely done. Okay, questions? If you're here and your feet are on the wall and you're just like hanging out and you've got your feet on the wall, we're gonna tell you to move your feet, okay? If you brush the wall, fine, okay? It's incidental, there's a wall here, you know? I can't call you out on that. The obstacle's not out in space, so. Okay? Any other questions about this one? No. I talked to Chris about that last night, actually, with you in mind. If you want to try to lâcher across, so the reason why, and Drew actually asked a really good question, and because he opened the door, I'll indulge this. If you want to go from here across to there, that's fine. If at this point in the course you feel like you still have enough in the tank to do it, I'd love to see it. I think that's cool. But yeah, there's no set transfer point. The angel step is actually there. It's just a fun thing for you to do. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Okay? But somehow you got to get over the platform. We're here for business. Yes? Yes, you may use your feet on the cans. If you're grabbing back here and you bring your feet up and push against this one with your feet, that's totally fine. Okay? Any other questions? To the final obstacle. All right. Lucky number 13. Final obstacle is the rope ladder. We have one longer rope and one shorter rope, and also a buzzer up there. Can somebody activate the buzzer? Whoever's holding Ninja Works, there we go. So we're just turning that on. Okay, this platform, where's my demonstrator? Oh, there he is. Pete is going to demonstrate this obstacle. Go ahead. Now, very important point to make, okay? The buzzer is elevated in a position. It's not like you can stand there and hit it multiple times. You're hanging from a rope. Your arms are probably pretty pumped at this point. You're probably running out of time. Your job, the buzzer is part of the obstacle. Your job is to depress the buzzer such that it causes the timer to go off, okay? Failing that, you failed the obstacle. So if you get up there and you slap at that buzzer, and then you come down and you're like, yeah, and the clock is still running, I'm gonna fail you, because you didn't complete the obstacle, okay? It's happened a couple times this weekend. There was a kid who grazed it, and it was just like, nailed it, and then hit the floor, and I was like, sorry, bud. This buzzer is sensitive. I guarantee you it's not broken, but you must depress it in order to make it go off. That's part of the obstacle, that's part of your job, okay? Yes?
Does it have to be your hand, or could it be an elbow?
It could be an elbow, a chicken wing, a kneecap, a foot, a goiter, whatever you want to hit it with. Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Is that red mat black, or is that just like for safety?
That red mat's just for safety. Yep. Yep. Anybody else?
Are people allowed to kick off the wall?
Yes, good question, Ethan. You are allowed to use the wall. So if you've got this rope here and you're swinging around, you need it to help you get, that's fine, use the wall. What you may not do is transfer from the rope to this wall up here and shimmy across the wall and then hit the buzzer, okay? You may only hit the buzzer from the rope, okay? Yeah.
Do you have to use the black rope?
You don't. Cool.
You don't have to use the white rope.
Cooler. Yeah.
Running start?
Running start's fine. Just try not to slip on the Astro glider. It's very slippery. Anybody else? Giggle, giggle. All right, cool. It's a fun course, man. I can't wait to see you guys out on it. I've got the run order here. So sure, you can clap for rules. Why not? I've got the run order here. I'm going to read off the first 10 competitors, and then we will get this started. Okay. So Daniel Harlow is not here. Judas is not here. And Greg Bullock is not here. So if your name is Greg Bullock, Judas Luchin, how do you pronounce his last name? Judas. It's Judas. If you're Judas, yeah. I haven't seen him, haven't heard him. Haven't heard a Corvette come screaming into the parking lot yet. Or Daniel Harlow, you guys are not checked in. So these are the first 10 competitors. Eric Huss, Danny Adair, Christine Barak, Mark Antioquia, every time, man. Luke Dillon, Dan Champagne, Nick. Why did you make this so small? Oh my God. Yes, please, my eyes are killing me. You can find the leaderboard up there. Noah's got it better for me right here. Luke Dillon, Dan Champagne, Nick Andrioli, Curtis Fry, Scott Rancourt, and Nikki DeSimone. If I just called your name, go over to the action room door. We're going to get you guys staged up, and then we're going to get this thing going. 45 minutes for rules. Whew. That took 45 minutes, man. That was... All right. So competitors, just a reminder that when the course is active, we ask you to stay either in the action room. Yeah, we ask you to stay in the action room or in the reception area up here because we're using the whole gym for the course. We don't want anybody finding themselves in a position where they shouldn't be, okay? All right, as soon as I get my list back and my live stream team is good to go. Just a reminder, guys, we are live streaming this event out onto the web of Inters. And you can find it on the National Ninja League YouTube page, Facebook page. Share it with friends and family. It's really cool. We put a lot into our live stream. We want to make sure that friends at home, I'll stop it before he goes, that our friends at home can see what we're doing here, show them how cool it is. Where's your seat, bud? He's been hanging out all weekend. And let's see, what else we got going on tonight? We got Wave 2 starting at 5 o'clock. Okay. We've got our pro divisions running there as well. If you're an athlete that didn't choose a song to run to and you have a last minute addition, please let us know. We always like each and every athlete to feel as though their run is special, and we really thank you guys for coming out. So, you know, we individualize your run order, and they give me a little sheet with things to say about each of you, because when it's your time to shine, you know, we want people to get to know you a little bit better. So. soon as we get ourselves squared away here. One more quick reminder that if you're in need of refreshment, please go visit the Action Cafe up at the front. All the proceeds from the sales at the Action Cafe go to benefit getting our National Ninja League, or our Action team, to NNL finals. It's an expensive business having a very large team and a lot of qualifiers, and we appreciate it. We also have water bottles for sale up there that say "What's Next? Action Athletics" on them. That's our motto around here. In case you guys don't know what "What's Next" means to us, we always coach our kids and our adult team. It doesn't matter if this course is 10 obstacles, 20 obstacles, 100 obstacles, and it doesn't matter if you failed or succeeded. Just ask yourself, what's next? I'm ready for the next things to come, because that's what life's all about. What's next? So much better. Sherry Casper, ladies and gentlemen, she is the unsung hero of this weekend. This doesn't happen without her. She keeps me upright for 4 days. All right. Just waiting on our thumbs up from our live stream. We got thumbs up? Cool. So DJ, where's our DJ? DJ Pardo. Spin that beat. All right. It's never easy going first, so let's give Eric your support. Let's hear it from the crowd. Get him started. Representing the Saratoga Ninja Garage, Eric, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done through that first one, up and over, and now into the TIE Fighter. If you guys can't see him in the screen there, you can check him up right up here. Eric going by the ninja nickname Pepper War Eagle when he competes. There he goes, down the TIE Fighter. And now into the jumping spider. He's eyeing it up. He knows he's got to make it stick. Gets it. There we go. That's 3 up, 3 down. As soon as he touches that next obstacle, he's to the bar. There we go. Completes the jumping spider. Now onto the Monstro hold peg graspers as the smooth country voice of John Denver leads us all off here today. Gets to the platform. Another obstacle down. Now, the I-beam cross. This is a forearm burner. Taking a little bit of time here just to get himself right. Eyeing up this obstacle. Gets his feet up. Obstacle engaged. Slides his hands down. Now he needs to keep those legs up. Oh, Coach Mike says no. Too much contact with the foam there. We dropped it down. Good run out of Pepper. That drop is definitely pretty difficult. It's going around that corner. You've got to keep your legs up. It's actually good form to keep your legs up underneath that. So if you let them drop out too much, it's going to be tough. All right, next up, good friend of ours representing the Warrior Factory in Rochester, New York, Danny the Chef. Danny, do you understand the course? Let's do it. Very nicely done through those moon steps. I'm glad you guys heeded my caution. Down the TIE Fighter, pumping it the whole way. All right, now he's got himself down at the bottom. Let's see if he learned anything from watching the kids earlier. That thing loves to slide. Oh, interesting strategy. Very cool. Danny gets himself out of it. That is a very creative way to do that obstacle. That's a ninja veteran right there. Veteran move. Well done. Danny down the left side, and now headed into the next obstacle, the I-beam cross. There, he slithers himself down into the underside. Now, he is on it. It's just a matter of pumping his way down that I-beam. What a great shot for the live stream. And he's just got to get his feet to that finished platform. He's there. He's just got to control it. Attaboy, nice job. Now into the juicer with about 3.5 minutes to go. Up and over the juicer, now into Ragnarok. He's been waiting all weekend to get a hold of this obstacle. Watch so many of the kids do it. Right down to the platform, fleet of foot. Well done, Danny. All right, what's he got for the Astro glider? Wow, looking like he's good, looking like Super Mario through that one. All right, now comes the upper body pump sesh. His cardio's up, heart rate is elevated. Someday we're gonna get some kind of electronic stat where we can like track the athlete's breathing and heart rate through these courses. I'd be interested to see that. Get on it, NinjaWorks, I'm pretty sure. That's in the upgrade. Oh no! Danny just slipping the grip. Oh. Slips the grip on the globe graspers. Drew Dreschel just blew my mind. What a time to be alive. There's data everywhere. All right, now, Christine, competing in her very first ninja competition ever. Just stepping forward on the course. Eli somehow suckered her into it. Good luck, Christine. You're gonna be fine. Here we go. Oh, full send right into the wall. She's gonna track that one during redemption time, I'm sure. She's gonna go back and get that one. But you can see just how quickly this first obstacle can go. Whew. Props to Christine. That was a hard charge on your first time out. Good for you. That's awesome. All right. Mark, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Where's that sweet dulcet song? He's dedicated this song to Coach Mike Rayvert. Into the jumping spider. I'm sorry, I'm getting lulled to sleep by Mark's run song music. I absolutely love it. Not as much as he loves Mike Rayvert, but I do love it. Mike's got his back. He's just waiting for Mark to fall so he can catch him. Gotta engage with the feet. Yep, he can reset. There we go. Onto the start platform and now underneath. There we go. Excellent, sort of half. Thank you. Now he's got his feet engaged. Now the whole time he's up there, I don't mean to distract you from the loveliness of the song too much, but the whole time he's up there, he's engaged on this obstacle, which means look at the veininess of his forearms. He is pumping the whole way down. And this is a slow burn obstacle designed to really get the blood flowing into the hands early. And there it is. It might not seem like he's moving fast because the music's so slow, but he's actually 340 to this point. He's doing well on time. Points at his love on the way by. Finds that last Ragnarok. There we go, talking in the water bottle again. Now he's going to eye up this landing and try to figure out. It's almost like acrobatic poetry in motion. So Mark finding out. With his dismount. Oh, takes it backwards. Didn't want to take his eyes off Mike for a second. Had to do the dismount backwards. Oh, just let it go all the way to the bumper and ended up in the tub as Mike drags him out bodyguard style. Time to take out the trash. Just kidding. We love Mark. Next up. Okay. Luke, sporting an extra medium shirt. Luke, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Cool. Luke running in the young adult division. Mike says clean through that first one. Good recovery. Luke was a national finalist last year in the NNL, and he is flex sealing his way through this course. Luke loves rock climbing and snowboarding. Hopefully we're doing a little bit more of that here later in the season. Oh, whoops, sorry, that's Dan. Man, this Luke list is so small. The only thing that Luke looks for, more important to him than being a ninja, is being a professional golfer. He was the international golf champion of some league that doesn't exist in 2013. You know, the International Golf League. He may look a little silly, but Luke is all business on this course right now as he eyes up this juicer. Oh, no, not quite. I don't think there's enough. His shirt's a little too restrictive. There he goes. Now into Ragnarok. Around the bend he goes. There it is, nice. Now, into the Astro glider. Gets his balance. Oh, stuck the landing, but just hits a little too far back. And couldn't quite get there. All right. Next up, the first of our New Era competitors coming in today. We always love it when New Era comes up and visits us for these comps. They're a lot of fun. It's a great gym down there. Dan Champagne, running to the classics. That's my man. All right, Dan, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's go. Okay. This is Dan's.
Keep going, Dan. Keep going. Play it out.
Well, the clock stopped, so we have no way to track his. Yeah. Dan, that's it. I'll tell you what. Bring it on home, Dan. So when a fail happens with adults, it just shuts the timer off. So even if you kept going, we wouldn't know what your time was. Coach Mike says that the call on the floor is done. If you feel like that's not correct, we can always go to a video review, but I'm pretty sure Mike and Angel both saw it. Okay. All right. Both judges confirmed they think it. We'll watch it back just to make sure we get it right. We always do. All right. Next competitor. Nick, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Give him credit for that. Okay. This is going to happen quickly as he heads into the TIE Fighter. Up on top of the wall goes Nick. Keeps his momentum as he makes his way down. And now into the jumping spider.
That's it, Nick. Keep it moving. Deep breath, Nick. Relax. Go, Nick. Breathe, Nick.
Nick actually finished first as the New England Male Pro Obstacle King in the Rec League Ninja. All right, Coach Mike giving him the courtesy there. We did not mention during the rules that blue is off. The pole is in, but the blue is out. That question was asked during the teenage division, but not during this division. So, course judge giving him a courtesy there. Nick really stretching those pod pants for all they're worth around this I-beam cross. Slow and steady. It's a very safe technique that Nick is using, but this whole time he's up here, he is pumping, pumping, pumping. Got to get those feet out to the platform. There he is. Woo! Okay. Now he's going to shake those arms out as he heads towards the juicer. Oh, not back way. That's one attempt for Nick. Got to get that big first step. Come on, Nick. Slay this dragon. You can get up there. Come on. Nick just needs a big power step. Says he can bench press more than double his body weight. This is all about squat power, explosive legs. Come on, Nick. Big deep breath. You can do this. Explosive steps. Get you up and over that juicer. Just keep pumping your legs. There it is. He's got it. He's got it. Woo! That's what we love to see. Love to see ninjas achieving things. There you go, Nick. That's it. Bring it in for the landing. Well, didn't like the first go around. Now he's going to have to reset, find it. Oh! Feet in the pit. If ever there was a move in here that looked like a pro wrestler off the top of the cage, that was Nick just dropping from the ceiling. I'm going to have that image stuck in my head for the rest of the day of him just going face first in the mat. Whew! Ballsy, man. All right. Next up in the Masters division, our first competitor in the Masters division, Curtis. Awesome. AKA Grandpa Grips. All right, Curtis, you got to start in the blue box. Do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Judges conferring. Good to go. Oh, Nick Curtis just a little tentative on that set. It looked like he had a great plant on it, but just didn't quite trust himself enough to get there. All right. Next competitor in the adult division, Scott Rancourt. Scott, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Big step, big step, big step. Calling it good. All right. This is Scott's third year competing in ninja comps. He's going to school full time to be an aircraft mechanic. Well, he looks great on that TIE fighter. I'm pretty sure the Empire would hire him. Oh, into the jumping spider. And he's through to the ring toss. Now up onto that I-beam. Gets those feet around and down. All right, now here's what he's got for the pump. Scott, a tall competitor. He can cover a lot of ground on this obstacle, but he's got to learn to use his feet and his hands. He's got to squeeze those legs around the I-beam, really dig his heels in. There he goes, feet to the platform, and he's through. Now let's see if he can get up and over this juicer. Like I said, a tall competitor. Flops himself right up and over it. Nice job. Now right up at the ceiling. It doesn't get much higher in here. Around the bend he goes, just hanging it out there like a superhero. Nice job. As Scott heads into the Astro glider, lines it up. Good balance. Nice little hop. Oh, he looks so confident on that. Man, that was, I thought you had that, man. That looked as smooth as anything. All right. Next up in our young adult division, Nikki DeSimone. This is Nikki's first NNL, but she's competing on the Ginger Warrior team for a while. Nikki, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. She's good. Gets it back. Oh, I just stepped on the floor. Just didn't quite trust her steps to get there. So there was just a little step down. Couldn't quite trust her steps on that one. All right. Next up, we've got Matthew Bickley representing the New Era Ninja Squad. Matthew, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. There Good step out of Matthew.
Go for it,
This is Matthew's 3rd year in the NNL. He's an ice hockey goalie for hire, filling in for teams as needs be. Bickley heading into the jumping spider. Oh, just couldn't get the hands to line up. Looked like he got a bit of an awkward jump off the trampoline. So his day will end there right after the TIE fighter. Man, that jumping spider, so unpredictable. All right, our next competitor in the Masters division, Dan Tarifi. Dan, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's go. Dan gonna size up these steps, stepping confidently. There he goes. Finding it, feeling him out, steps, and he's off. It might not be the prettiest technique, but I'm telling you ninjas that are coming up, don't take chances on it. TIE fighter next up for Dan. Sending it down there. He's got it. Look at the big man get down the TIE fighter. Calls himself the back dock ninja. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy myself. I'm pretty sure he could give me an adjustment. All right, he's up there high in the ceiling. Getting onto. Very nicely done. Now, into the I-beam cross. Teammate giving him some chalk. What you may not realize at home, you see these big ninjas out here. Dan's got huge arms. He's a built guy. He's really in shape. But that's so much weight to move around when you're a ninja. It just makes life so much harder on yourself when you're trying to do ninja obstacles. It's great to be strong, and we love having big muscles. Well, I want you guys to understand just how hard Dan's working out here right now to keep himself up out of that foam pit. And he's clear. Now, let's see what Big Back Doc has for the juicer. This is going to be like a rhino charging a pack of wildebeest. Oh, man. He's over. Woo! And down. Dan Tarifi making a statement. Woo! Charging the Astro glider. Isaiah's looking at him like he's going to catch him. Very nice. Very. Oh, man. Man, he looked great out there. Look at the Masters division stepping up. I'll be there myself in a couple years. All right, our next competitor, Laura McGlinn. Laura is a staple of our Ninja 101 program. She's recently new to Ninja, so this is a first Ninja competition for her too. Laura, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Laura, not afraid to try new things, that's for sure. She's very focused. Oh, just touched her foot. Okay, all right. Left me hanging. We will see Laura again, I'm sure. She only started 5 months ago. Next up, a Ninja veteran who is she clearly hates the spotlight. Mia Lazarevich. Mia, do you understand this course? Are you ready to do it? Let's do it. No! Mia out on the first obstacle, just slipping the moon step. I'll tell you what, guys, Mia is one of the only people in this building, other than maybe me and Drew, who's done Ninja longer than I have. Oh. Sorry, Mia. We'll get you some redemption time. All right, next up, competing in the young adult division, Ben Magram, member of the Action Athletics Ninja team. Ben, are you ready? Yes. Let's do it. Very nicely done through those steps. Ben is a two-time National Ninja League qualifier team division. This is his first year competing in young adults. His ninja nickname is Kimbo Slice. He definitely loves doing ninja. This young man has come so far in the last few years. He was always a great parkour athlete when he first started coming into our gym, and now he's really developed some serious upper body strength. Had some injury setbacks last season, but he's healed up and he's back with it this year. And now competing in this larger age group, 16 to 17-year-olds. He's got some stiff competition to deal with, but he's also got a ton of experience because he's been on our team for 4 years. Gosh, I can't believe we've had a ninja team for 4 years. Oh my God. Working his way down that I-beam cross, keeping the hips high. Clears the feet, and he's home. Now into the juicer. Up and over. Breathing a little heavy as he comes into Ragnarok. He's gonna have to control that heart rate, control his breathing. Very nicely done out of Ben. That is textbook right there for you other competitors who are looking to do this later today. Oh, just gets a little bit ahead of the Astro glider. Whew, okay. Next up, competing in the Masters division, Keith Johnston. That's you. All right. I was just letting the song build up for you a little bit. It's an epic song. I wanted to let it build in. Keith, do you understand the course? Sure. Keith's out here to have some fun. Let's do it. Thinking about going to that third step. Elects to go for 2. Okay. He participated in NNL competitions during the last 2 years. And Keith really likes climbing trees. That's a skill we hope you never lose, honestly. Down the TIE Fighter with excellent coordination. Now eyeing up the jumping spider suspiciously. Hits it and sticks it. That's what it's all about. Now into the peg grasper. Sorry, the ring toss. Uses the peg graspers. Designed and built by Monster Holes, monsterholes.com. Gets to the platform. Obstacle complete. Now, tentatively eyes up this I-beam cross. He's got his flexible pants on today. Gets his feet up there. Get some coaching advice from the crowds. Good advice, getting those heels locked in. Every appendage on your body is active during this obstacle. Everything working so hard to squeeze. If you want to know how hard this obstacle is, go out and try to squeeze a building and then turn it upside down. Clock ticking down to just about 3 minutes. Oh, Keith just didn't have it in the tank. That obstacle just designed to pump these ninjas out. All of us are trying our best to level up in different ways. Next up, competing Great song choice. I love to hear the songs that all these ninja competitors pick because, like, sometimes I learn new music, sometimes it says a lot about their personality. All right, we are on Zachary Goldman. Are you ready, sir? All right, let's do it. Very agile through that first one. It's all about just those confident steps, stepping in the middle, being precise with it. Very nicely done. And into the jumping spider. Zachary Goldman makes his way to the peg grasper ring toss, going down that left side. Drops a peg, comes up and engages the obstacle, and now drops it down. Looking very familiar with this obstacle. He's either been watching a lot or has practiced on one of these before. That was great technique. And he's on it and off it quickly, saving a lot of that arm strength. He's only been on the course for about a minute and he's already over the juicer. This man came to make a statement today. As he comes around, down off of Ragnarok. Now into this new obstacle technique section of the course. The Astro glider, he's off. Big jump and just couldn't get the push off that he needed. It'll happen, ladies and gentlemen. The ninjas will figure this obstacle out, and then you'll start to see the completions coming fast and furious. All right, next up, Eddie. We're gonna let this one build up too. I love this song. Nice job, Eddie. Eddie, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done. Eddie showing great balance through those steps. As he makes his way down the TIE Fighter. Eddie's originally from Montreal, but we won't hold that against him. Because now he splits his time between San Diego and Marlboro. San Diego, one of my favorite cities in the US. He used to live there. It's an absolutely gorgeous place to live. Whoa, going for it. Yep. Took a risk and it worked out. That pole is in play. So he was able to save himself using the pole. Eddie very meticulously making his way down there, making sure that each limb that he moves, he then re-engages and squeezes to get himself to the platform. He's there, puts the heels on, and he's clear. Nice, big deep breath as he comes off that one. Now, heart rate up, arms pumping. We're gonna hit a huge power move up and over this juicer. We're gonna demand that his cardio be on point for this course. He gets over top of it. Oh. Does he have enough in the tank for another big move? So much effort to get up there. Oh, he gets one more attempt. Come on, Eddie. You can do it. We got to get you up there, man. Big step, big power. Big power out, Eddie. There he goes. You have got to commit to that obstacle 100% every time. If you don't give it 100%, you won't get there. There he goes, lining up. Sticks the dismount. Nice job, Eddie. All right, doing pretty good on time. He's got a little less than 3 minutes here. Whoa, oh, gets stretched out. Ooh. Ooh. Little groin stretch there for Eddie. He tried to go 1 foot to 2 and then may have pulled a hammy or a groin. Boy, he sure gave a huge effort on that obstacle, and we appreciate him coming out here and showing us what he can do. All right. Next up, Michael McPherson. Michael, you're competing in Masters Division. Do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nice. Managed to get that foot off there fast enough and make it to the wedge. First place in the Masters New England Rec League. So he's already punched his ticket to national finals. Went the roundabout way by accumulating enough Rec League points to get himself a spot. It's not hard to see why. He actually moves very, very well for someone in the Masters division. I don't really know what that means. I'm going to be in the Masters division myself in about a year or so. Very nice. So smooth. They're like, it almost looks like he's floating across the course. Huh. I just read here on his bio, in the past times he's been called the Cat because of his balance and climbing abilities. I believe it. He moves very light on his feet. If you guys don't watch a lot of athletes, you might not be able to pick up on it, but he's very, very coordinated.
Keep moving, couple more feet. Got it.
That's it, those fingers just latching on. He's got those long legs. He can reach out to the platform, swings his hips out. Very nicely done. Wow, this gentleman really putting on a show on the course today. I like it. Now, what's he got for the juicer? Big power moves up and over. That was about as cat-like as I've ever seen. Nice job. Michael McPherson just tearing this course up right now. And drops, good timing. Let's see if his cat-like reflexes can get him through the Astro glider. No one's been able to do this yet today. Sends it off. Oh, the little kick back. Just took him down. All right. Next up, a familiar face around this ninja gym. Heather, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, just slips the step. Just couldn't. Oh, so unfortunate for Heather. I do want to tell everybody just before we get into our next competitor. Heather's ninja nickname is the Rare Ninja to raise awareness for rare diseases. 95% of the 7,000 rare diseases don't have a treatment option. So she also does silly things in a T-Rex costume. She's the T-Rex 4.0. If you don't know about rare diseases, follow Heather, the Rare Ninja, on Instagram. It's a good cause, and we want to raise awareness for it. All right. Next up in the Masters division. Excellent song choice, Pei. Patience Schreiber. Pei, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. She's got her kids cheering her on in the background. Just needs to make those steps. Big step, catches her balance, very nice. Quick step here. Whoa! Haven't seen that one yet today. But it's working out okay for Pei. Yeah, yeah, you can grab the sides. There you go. Wow. I'll tell you what, I told you guys earlier I was expecting ninjas to do things I didn't expect. Didn't expect that, and didn't expect it out of Patience. That's awesome. So she's going to take this TIE fighter on from the top of the warp wall. Pushes off, keeps her momentum going, and she's got to go. Oh, no! Just slipped back onto, after that tremendous save on the moon rocks, just slipped it backwards. She had great momentum too, just mistimed on the release. All right, next up, the coach of the Cape Cod Gymnastics Ninja Team, Dave Vergara. Dave, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Dave coaches kids down at Cape Cod Gymnastics. They are part of our New England Ninja Association Kids League. This team has really come a long way between last year and this year. As he heads down the TIE fighter, sticks the landing. Dave, a pretty good ninja in his own right, calls himself the forensic ninja. Always competes in his signature backwards hat. Very nicely done, locking it off through that peg grab. So a very good technique. Uses a bit more arm strength than some of the other techniques we've seen, but very safe, controls your body. Now as he takes the drop on the I-beam, really wants to hook those heels in around the outside. Digs his heels and starts making his way down the I-beam. Vergara's got about 10 feet. Make that 4 feet. There we go, gets his heels down and off. Now, after expending all that energy on the I-beam, does he have enough power to get himself up and over the juicer? Oh, flops it. Very, very smart thinking out of Dave Vergara. Two hands, takes it around. Coming in really fast on the Ragnarok, which is great for speed, but sometimes it can come at you a little too fast. Dave makes it look easy. Now, oh, Dave just ran out of gas going down the edge of that Astro glider. Somebody's gonna do it today. Somebody's gonna do it. Next up. Don't give her too much of a hand slap, Tori. Nursing an injured hand. Rachel's smaller. Rachel, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Just a big step. Smart, uses her hands on that second step. Rachel taking no chances here. Big step, hands down. Look at that stride technique. Excellent flexibility out of smaller. And up and over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, Rachel Smaller is a veteran of our Ninja 101 program, and it's stuff like that that you figure out in that adult class that can really make a difference in your course runs. Rachel's lost a ton of weight. Oh no! The TIE Fighter is gone. Did she hit it and not grab it? It's gonna take a Herculean effort. Oh man. Oh, tough break. Tough break for Smaller. She must have tapped it. Smalls, what'd you do? Did you just slap it? Oh man. Killing me, Smalls. Good job, good job. All right, next up, Chris Washington. Chris, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. Very smart. Chris not wanting to take any chances as he gets his hips back over. Oh, very jittery through there, but he's managed to save it. This is Chris's first ninja competition ever. First ninja competition ever. He's a junior at MIT with a background in track and field and rock climbing. Well, hopefully that comes into play today. Oh! Not a lot of jumping spider in any of those sports. Good job, Chris. All right. Next up, the second half of the dynamic Schreiber duo. Josh, do you understand this course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done for the first one. Josh recently adding himself, or we recently added Josh to our A&W Pro team. He competed his first season on A&W this year in the Philadelphia Qualifier. He also owns Jammin' With You here in Wellesley, where he gets to be a rock star for kids. Let's see if he was paying attention earlier. There is a way to do this. Oh, can he get himself over his feet? He's a little taller. He's just gonna throw those hips and pull. It's all up those hips. He is in such a close position. And he got it. Wow. Now into the jumping spider. After a save like that, sometimes it can be tough to recover. But Josh showing excellent poise as now he's L-ing his way through this ring toss peg grasper. Now drops down in the long arm. Gonna save those big bicep muscles for later. He's gonna need all the power in him on this I-beam cross. There he goes. Josh has made such amazing strides over his ninja journey over the past few years. Hence why we inducted him into our Action Athletics Pro team. If you want to check out Josh's music, you can find him anywhere music is sold. His band, Josh and the Jam Tones. My kids absolutely love his band. If you ever get a chance to see him perform live, definitely do so. Very nice. Now, power into the juicer. What's he got left in the tank to get up and over this one? This is sort of the gatekeeper to the back half of this course. Whoa, just missed that first step. He's got to get those legs up. There's the power step. Now he's got it. Okay. Now breathing a little heavy as he comes into the Ragnarok. Not at all. What's next? What's next? Eyes up that Ragnarok. Decides on the left hand. Sends it around. Action hero style, looking like Schwarzenegger up there. Oh, decides he's going to go around the bend again. He's got plenty of momentum. Drop. Oh, he's got to trust the drop. Don't do too much there. That's it. Whoa. I don't know how he even managed to jump off like that. That was a lot of energy. All right. Now, as he eyes up, we'll check the time. He's got a little under 2 minutes to go. Josh competing in the Masters division. If he can complete this obstacle, he will be our furthest competitor today. He really wants to make his mark on this obstacle. Josh loves skateboarding. There it is. Oh! I thought he had it. The jump looked good. He just couldn't stick the landing. Oh, Josh. I'll tell you what, a pretty solid performance out of Josh. Well done. It's a big hug from his wife, Patience. It's a ninja fam. You what? Oh. Sweaty, chalky hugs. I can never get enough of them. All right, next up, Robert Perry. Robert's planning his route. You understand the course? Robert, let's get you going. Ready? We're gonna wait for our ninja team members to clear, just in case Robert goes a little off. Oh, right into the wall. Foot definitely touched the blue. Sorry, Robert. Man, he just came in hot and just slammed himself into a wall. So we've seen a couple of different approaches on this obstacle. We've seen the just send it approach, the grip it and rip it approach. We've seen the cautious hands-on approach. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide which one is more successful so far, but we'll see how Ryan Auger does. He's competing in the young adults division. I really hope this is the clean radio version of the song. Ryan, you ready? Let's do it. Whoa, very nice.
Nice, dude. Keep going. Big push.
I guess they couldn't find a version. All right. So as Ryan makes his way in the jumping spider, Ryan is really an example of a ninja that's grown up doing ninja. He's sort of the prototypical next generation athlete of this sport. Always a contender to finish any course. Constantly working on his skill. He's been doing this for 3.5 years, and he's a 2-time NNL finalist. Suffered a really catastrophic knee injury last year, but now he's bounced back. He's played baseball for 10 years and really thought that was going to be his thing until he found ninja. We hear that so often. These young ninjas play other sports. They get hooked on this because it is such a fun way to express that athletic energy. Right over that juicer. Shamu technique. Now sends it around for Ragnarok. Little pause here as he resets to get that momentum. And down, sticks it. Nice job, Ryan. Now let's see what that surgically repaired knee has for this Astro glider. Very good jump, sticks it, and he's off. Obstacle unlocked. Now we know it can be done. Let's see what he's got for Dante's ascension. Big up pulls on this obstacle. He's got to go up to that globe grasper. Wants to go right-handed, so does a quick switch of his hands. Shakes it out. Now this, the big move. Woo. Ryan doing really well on this obstacle. Can he make it all the way to the Cirque du Salmon? There he is. Now, shaking it out a little bit. He's got 2:20 to go. Getting a little chalk in his pocket. Looks like he's gonna try to drop it down here. Takes the slide. Takes the swings. Goes up to the salmon ladder bar. Now he's there. Now he just has to get it down to that yellow tape. Elects to go down the first side, underhand. Taking a couple extra swings, gets himself crossed up. Gotta fix it. There he is. Still fighting with it. He's just gotta make the transfer. He's there. Woo! All right. Now, with 1.5 minutes to go, Ryan enters this absolutely brutal grip gauntlet of these last 3 obstacles. I've definitely seen Ryan do the devil steps quickly in the past. It's an obstacle he's very familiar with. He's a quick climber, but we have to see how much he has left in his arms at this point. Has to get to the second half of that pipe grasper. He's eyeing it up, flexing it out. Look at the flex on Ryan. Oh, just couldn't get there. Wow. Great performance out of Ryan Auger. If that doesn't indicate to you how this is going to go. Now, next up, we have our reigning Rec League Ninja Women's Champion. Masters Division, still a championship. New England, fine. She's a champion of something. Rec League Ninja. Already punched her ticket to national finals. Renata, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. Quick still. Oh, no. Just got a little over her shoulders and couldn't get her hips back far enough to save it. Her son, Caleb Bittner, so proud of her. Noah, who recently qualified earlier in the teen division for national finals. Big hugs for the family. Big thanks to NinjaWorks for all they do for us. And thanks to Renata for competing. All right, Robert. Yeah, feeling it. Robert, are you ready? You understand the course? You look loose. Let's do it. Goes with the static approach, actually a very smart strategy. There he goes, straight up over the top. That's really all it is, just that simple. Goose family. Robert making short work of this course, going down the right side. Courteous enough to hang the ring back up. Thanks, Robert. All right, now he engages the I-beam cross. Gets his feet running down the lane. And he's to the end. He just got to reach out. Gets the I-beam cross. Now, Robert ran this course last year, and I do believe he got over the juicer. So let's see if he has the power to do it today. No problem. Now, as he eyes up Ragnarok, takes a big, wide berth on it, really hanging it out there. Takes it around and down. All right, Astro glider for Robert. No hesitation, he's going right into it. Realizes he's gonna send it down the line. Oh, just didn't have enough momentum to carry him through. That's what's gonna happen to a lot of ninjas today. It's really, really tough. All right, next up, Brianna Thompson. Step into the line. Bree, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Here we go. Big step, big step. Oh, just didn't have it. Maybe the hands might have helped, but her momentum was pitching really far to the outside. All right, next up, coming to us from Laid Back Fitness, the Breen Machine. Emmett Breen. Emmett, do you understand the course? You ready? Here we go. He's got it, he's got it. Good balance out of Emmett as he switches directions there. Emmett, your 2018 NNL National Runner-Up. Gets it to the platform, really threw that behind him, sticks the jumping spider. I've watched this young man over the last 2 seasons become incredibly strong, develop into quite a monster of a young ninja. Steps onto the I-beam, now it comes down that drop, gets his feet around. Very nicely done. Trying to make those big moves because he really wants to get on and off this obstacle quickly. But each time you make those big moves, it just takes that much more to hang on. There he goes. Feet out, and he's off. Now up and over the juicer. He's definitely got enough power in his legs to get there. No hesitation as he heads into Ragnarok. Flying high and down. Excellent work out of Emmett. All right, now, staring down this Astro glider. Full send. Yo, buckled his ankles. That might have been the coolest fall I've seen all day. Literally just broke his ankles. Wow. Hopefully he's okay. Man. That's a tough fall for Emmett. All right. Next up, Nick Conley, also representing Laid Back Fitness. Nick, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. Big step. Gets it. He's off the last one. Up and over the top. Excellent down vault. Up to the TIE fighter. Grabs a hold of it. Now, full send. An active slide. Keeping up his speed. Oh, no. Held up. Can he use the Schreiber technique? Wow, way to get his hips over top. That is not easy to do at all. Great job out of Nick. Into the jumping spider. Makes it stick to the bar and completes the obstacle onto the ring toss. Very nice as Nick makes it over to the I-beam. Engages the obstacle, feet on, drops his hips down. Wants to keep those heels locked onto the side as closely as he can. Wow, Nick making very quick work of that I-beam. Just kind of almost like vibrating his way down the I-beam cross. Wow, a little flare on the course. We love it. Up and over the top now. Nick breathing a little heavy up at the top. Psyching himself into this, taking a look at it, figuring out which way he wants to go. Pauses for a second in the middle and then sends it around. Pauses on the third, eyeing up that landing. Doesn't look good. Maverick wants to take another look at it. Trying to engage. Iceman's waiting for him. There he goes. Now he's got one on either side, but finding out that that actually spins you a little bit faster. Trying to take some coaching from his friends, but that's easier said than done when you're spinning from the ceiling. There's those big hips that he needed, and he gets it. Maybe a little dizzy, but no worse for the wear. As Nick finds himself getting some coaching from Nolan as he steps into this obstacle. Looking a little high, might not have enough energy to get there. Yep, just ran out of gas, a little short push off on that. But man, that was entertaining out of Nick. Great job, sir, great job. All right, next up, Masters Division. Run into John Coltrane. Mark Respis. Very nice, sir. Mark, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. So Mark just needs to take his steps here and control it. Not a bad idea, using the hands. There we go. Trusts it. Look at that flexibility. And now, steps to the wall. Wipe, yeah. Jump. All right, Mark high stepping it into the TIE fighter. Reaches up to grab it. Got to send it down the line. Here he goes, pumping it the whole way. And, oh no! Oh no! Boy, Mark had so much more in the tank for that one. All right, Judas, did somebody give you an update on the rules? All right. Yep. So he was running a little late today, so we gave Judas a block here into the end of the run. All right, Judas, think you understand the course? Here we go. Big steps through the moon rocks, up and over. Judas, a perennial contender on the NNL. He's been racking up points at comps all season. He's pretty much a staple first places. Nice. Oh, he's in first place right now? Lucas Reale telling me that Judas is in first place in the NNL point standings. So he did not want to miss this comp today. Wanted a chance to rack up some points. He's already punched his ticket to Nationals. It's just a matter of getting himself few more at the top there. As he gets to the landing platform, steps up. Now he's going to engage the I-beam. Shaking out his arms, and now he's off on the I-beam. Squeezing it. Look at him keep his body very, very close to that I-beam. Nice and stretched out. A lot of core control going on there, really squeezing it with his hips. Great job. And feet down. Great job. As Judas lines up this juicer, gonna take a big power step. There he goes, up and over the top. Now into Ragnarok. Breathing heavy, making sure he's keeping his cardio up. Comes around on the handle. Now he's gonna line up that finish platform. Whoop, goes for a little spin around there. He's gonna find a way to get himself back to that platform. Just try to figure out how this obstacle moves. Whoop. Backside mitt, nice job. Great adjustment out of Lucas, or Judas, sorry. Heads into the Astro glider. Rides it, sticks it like a pro. That's the type of effort we expect out of our pro ninjas here. Now, Judas coming into Dante's ascension. Coach has given him some last minute cues, just reminding him where to put his feet, when to engage. Grabbing those skulls. It's Halloween time. I figured we'd throw some skulls into this course. Why not? They're not nearly as spooky as the end of this course for these ninjas. Now he's got a big move to that next ball grasper. Coming to the outside here, and now is he gonna open up backside? There he goes to that last ball grasper and up to Cirque the Soul Salmon. Gonna take it down as far as he wants. Elects to go 2 slots, and now he's gonna pull up to that salmon ladder bar. Just flexing it out as he gets up to that bar. Now just has to get that bar down to the yellow tape. He can take whatever route he likes. Just has to get it down, nestled in that. Elects to go down first. One more time. Now he's just got to make the transfer across. Lines it up, keeps his knees up. And sticks it. Oh, the tension is palpable right at that moment. The song kicks out. Judas is about to make the transfer. I love it. Now, he's lining up this trampoline for the battering ram. Up top, slides it down the pipe. Grabbing around the outside. This is where Ryan Auger made it to earlier. But now Judas is now our furthest competitor. Trying to find his swing to get to that platform, and he's there. All right, our first competitor to see the devil steps today. Up and over. Oh, sheds the shirt. It's getting a little hot in here. He's got 44 seconds left to finish this course. That's a big ask across these devil steps. 40 seconds left to finish. He's a fast climber, but let's see if he can get this done. It's a long way. Okay, grasper's over. Bringing it on down. He's got to take the underside, take the drop. Excellent climbing technique there out of Judas, using his foot to leverage his body weight. Feet on the campus cans. Oh, just hanging on by a thread. The clock is winding down. Judas is just done. That is 5 minutes of non-stop ninja for our first place competitor. Wow. Excellent job out of Judas, just coming in hot, a little bit late, but showing our course. Thanks for showing off my obstacles so well, Judas. Appreciate it. All right, next up, we've got Matthew Rich. Matthew, do you understand the course? You ready? Here we go. Very nicely done through the first obstacle. Heading into the TIE fighter, he's got good pace. Gets himself into that jumping spider. Oh boy, Matthew's setting up something big here. Wants that big move. Whoa, no, touched the foam. That is a fail. His foot came through on the foam. Stepped through. I applaud your bravery, sir. I applaud you just sending it. But it said here on my screen that Matthew was just trying to redeem himself on his number 3 obstacle fall last time. You made it to obstacle 4. Good job. You made it farther this time. Oh, and I gotta read this. Matt says he has the cutest daughter in the world. Find me after my run if you want to experience totes and dorbs. I always like a dad who's proud of his young daughter. All right, Nolan, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, no! Oh, Nolan. One up, one down, just took the wrong path through that first one. Like I said, this first obstacle, it'll trip you up if you don't respect it and you try to go too hard. You got to respect every obstacle. It takes all 13. Mike Lewis. Mike, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done. He popped him, but he got him. Popped him and locked him. Mike training for 3.5 years down at New Era Ninjas as he sends it down the TIE fighter. He's definitely a staple of these events. You can see why. He's got good technique. He's been coaching down at New Era for the past 1.5 years. Great job, Mike. Tell you what, this young man always asks very articulate and poignant questions. Thinks his way through a course. He's got a great coach's mentality. We definitely like having Mike come into our comps. He's very thoughtful as he approaches this I-beam. Now, what approach is he going to take here? Eyes it up, engages the obstacle. Trying to, Like trying to find a way to take that drop, and it's just, it could be a little awkward. Yeah, it's a super wide drop. That's why we make you do it. All right. Next up, another New Era Ninja Squad member, Blake Harrison. Competing in the young adult division, he's a 2-time NNL finalist from New Era. Getting his last minute chalk and coaching from Coach Drew. Blake, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Step, step. It's good to go. He pinned that last one to the floor and made it stick. Okay. Very nice. That was about as smooth as we've seen that obstacle done today. Great job, Blake. Oh, hold it. There he goes. Whew. We saw so many competitors in that team division just over push on that jumping spider and end up going, well, head over heels through the jumping spider. So his brother earlier dropped a shoe on the course. His dad just told me he's the other shoe dropper. They've both done it on the course. Yeah. So he's going to try to keep his shoes on for this run. Looks like he's got them tied pretty tight. They're gripping that I-beam pretty good. Just almost bumping his way down this I-beam, just getting his core engaged, sliding it down. Just got to get his legs to the end. Count it. Now after squeezing all that way down to try to get to this juicer. And, oh no. All right, that's only one attempt. He's got the power in his legs. He can get there. There we go. Well done, well done. Yep. Backhanding that second one makes for an interesting grab on this one, but switches his hand. Shows good awareness. And now eyeing up that landing. Very nicely done. Good recovery out of Harrison. All right. Eyeing up this Astro glider. He's got to send it. Attaboy. Whoop, just a little up. No. Waited a little too long. There are these little stoppers on there that keep it from going all the way, and you can't hit them if you're going at a low rate of speed, but if you get going too fast, it'll just, it'll send you flying. So, all right, next up, Jonathan Tudrin, competing in the Masters division. You ready, sir? All right, let's do it. Oh, just slipped the toe on the third one. He looked solid on that second step. It just came up a little short on the third one, and it slipped right out from under him. Didn't quite get on the center as much as he would have liked. All right. Next up, Brian. How you doing, sir? Ready to compete? Here we go. Huh? Oh, it still says John? Okay. Where's my horse starter? This is not Jonathan Tudrin. There we go. We just want to make sure we give all the athletes the proper credit. This Ninja Work system, I got to tell you, man, this is something else. The programming that goes into this, the tracking these things in real time, the stats, we are so data driven. Brian's about to put up some stats for us on this course right now. Here we go. You ready? Let's do it. I saw him eyeing up that third step. He's trying to find his way. Good. Drew just walks back. He's like, I hate these things. I'm like, good. I love it when ninjas hate my obstacles. All right, next up, Mark Wood. Yep, we've got his name up on the board. Fantastic. All right, Mark, do you understand the course? You ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done. This is Mark's first year in the NNL. He's a mountain runner, and he's completed several 50-plus mile races. Ladies and gentlemen, I love running as much as the next guy, but I say, oh, just a toe tap on that one. Tough break from Mark. Oh. He was correcting what I was doing. What? That he completed, so? Oh. Bummer. All right. Eric, welcome. So, Eric, do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. Very nicely done through the first one. Eric placed 5th at Ultimate Obstacles, and then interesting. 80th at the NNL. Can't trust my notes. As Eric lines up this TIE fighter. You almost just have to throw it from no momentum. He's reaching out. He's trying to use that Josh Schreiber technique that worked earlier for him, but you've almost got to be long-armed and dip the toe. There, he's reaching out for it. We can see him trying to get himself there, and he sticks it. Nice job, Eric. Whew, love to see that determination pay off. Great job, Eric. Very nicely done. As he completes another obstacle through the ring toss peg grabber. Engages the I-beam. Loops his feet around. Excellent mobility in those Spartan shorts. Drops his hands down. Now he's got to just work his way down the end of this I-beam. Doing a great job of it. Got a great pace going. Wants to get on and off the obstacle quickly. Oh, just fingers ran out of gas. Just couldn't get it done. All right. Next up, Teresa, competing in the young adult division. Fantastic. All right, course is ready. Teresa, are you ready? Let's do it. Very nice enough. You can use your hands if you need them. There she goes, presses down into each step. Just needs a big old step. Just trying to focus. Yeah, she's good. She's good. And to the wall. Very nicely done. Tell you what, 45 seconds gone on that clock, but it was worth every one of them to see her complete that obstacle. Great job, Teresa. All right, into the tie fighter. T has already qualified for the NNL, so this is just points for her. She's up on that wall. She's grabbing that tie fighter. Now she's gonna push off that wall. Send it down the line. Got to get a little bit more momentum as she comes into the bottom. Trying to get herself reached out there. It's going to take a big throw. Oh, that would have been one. She's trying to find out which one she wants to do here. And just can't quite get there. Burning her arms a little bit. So just a little bit of information about that TIE fighter. Those poles, or the handles she's grabbing a hold of, are 2 inches in diameter. That is much bigger than most normal ninjas are used to holding onto. Anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inch pipe. 2-inch pipe, it's almost like a fat grip. It burns your grip out a lot faster. And the whole time that Teresa's here trying to figure out how to get this obstacle done, she is hanging from those pipes. Really showing off some superior dead hang skill right here. She's been up there for a long time. Just wants it to feel right, but eventually has to call it a day. Wow. Good try, good try. All right, just confirming that Tim Keenan is not here. No Tim Keenan, all right. Next up, we got 2 final competitors in the young adult division. Alyssa DeCarlo. Where is Alyssa? All right, Alyssa. I love your song choice. Do you understand? Oh, you didn't pick it? Well, you got me happy, so that's awesome. Do you understand the course? Are you ready? Let's do it. That's it. Got it. Big step and off. Nice work. Nice work. Off the wall, sends it down. Excellent technique. She's just got a dismount. Oh, didn't trust the dismount at the end. Now we find ourselves in this situation again. How is Alyssa going to handle this? No. Looks like she's got it kind of jammed in there a little bit. That might work to her advantage. Yeah. They're calling it good. All right. Into the jumping spider, manages to hold herself back as we just lost the light. She's good. She's tearing the place apart. I have no idea how that happened. I'll tell you what, this run has a ton of entertainment value. Alyssa slaps her hands together, ready to engage this I-beam. Oh, just couldn't take the drop. I'll tell you what, she was working extra hard on that run. Our final competitor of Wave 1, our young adult, Allie Murto. Allie, do you understand the course? All right. Yeah, he knows. All right. Are you ready? Let's let the song build up. There you go. Let's do it. Very nicely done. Allie Murto heads into the TIE Fighter. The dance party going on in the office right now is amazing. Come on, Allie Murto. Stick that landing, girl. Nice job. Losing my voice in here today. All right. Quick stop. Fixes her shoe. Wants to make sure she gets it right on this trampoline. Very nicely done. Allie Murto just getting that. Excellent form down the peg grasper. She's a very experienced ninja. She's been competing in Nina League for a few years. Will occasionally come in here for open gym with her friends. Play on some of the obstacles we have around here, so. She's dedicated to the sport. Just calmly goes about her business, completing obstacles, leveling up every chance she gets, learning new things. Here she goes down the I-beam cross. There she goes, hangs it out there. Very nicely done. She's only got a few more feet to go. And if she extends her legs out, there she is. Nice. Way to go, Allie. Now, this juicer gave her fits last NNL. Let's see if we can get Allie up and over it today. Oh, tries to hang it out. That's all right. That was a good attempt. A little bit more is going to get her there. Drive those legs. Big pop. Here she goes. She's got to take a second step. She's 1, 2, 3, right up and over. Down to her last attempt. 1, 2, 3. She's got to get there. Big explosive steps. There we go, Allie, come on! Oh, no. Just couldn't get it done. That juicer just been giving Allie problems for years. All right, so that's going to do it for wave 1. Now, because we allowed the young adults to compete, that's the third time I've done that, against. Okay. All right, so before we do our podium, we're going to go to a video review. All right, ninjas, so while we're doing this video review, making sure we get everything right, we're going to get you guys out here for your redemption time, and then we'll call you back to do the podium for the young adults. So, wave 1. If you have just competed in wave 1, now is your redemption time. You're eligible to play on all the obstacles that are out here. If you have yet to compete in wave 2, you may not be on the floor, you may not touch the obstacles. If you competed in the teen division, the preteen division yesterday, this is not your time to be on the floor. Only young adults and adult wave 1 for redemption time right now. Go ahead.
All right, we will be back and with the stream later on for Wave 2. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back in a little bit.